I'm going to start out with the first collection from Simple Stories. It's called Book Fair. All right, so Book Fair is a pretty much a school theme. It's pretty much that's the school theme. So as we take a look at it, that is the 12 by 12 sticker, and it will give you a really good feel for the collection. Lots of cute icons, like look the little owl there, the globe, hit the books. So there definitely are things here that could be used for things other than school. You got this, keep dreaming, your fun little pencil. Love that pencil with the little, pluses on the little barrel of the pencil. School supplies and things like that. But it is definitely, a school, leans towards school theme. Not necessarily a book theme, right? But book fair. I think those of us that have always had a passion for books and reading, we remember the book fairs when we were in school, right? And we'd get so excited and you'd want to buy all the books and then buy some of the toys that were in the book fair too, right? All right. So I'm going to show you the Allocart items and then I will show you the big bundle. All right. So 6x8 paper pad. And I have not, other than ordering it, I saw it online when I ordered it, I have not looked at any of this product. So it's always, I'm seeing it as you guys see it. Cute back to school. Look at her little cute little worm in the apple there. Now that shelving unit of books, if you're a reader, that could definitely work. And then when you have like the B-sides like that, if you weren't necessarily doing a back to school, your little composition notebook cover there would be cute. That's a nice, just kind of a nice yellow grid. The colored pencils there. So I think what we're going to see as we look at a lot of the, as we look at some of the papers, they will work for lots of different things besides school. Now this one, look how fun that is. Book fair order form. Oh, that's darling. Look at your order today and you'd want to have like 10 of those, right? Because you'd want to order so many things. Little pencils, ruler, your little plus signs, a nice, my gosh, when you used to use that to like practice your handwriting, your cursive, when we used to have to learn how to do cursive in school, right? Or your printing. Nice floral there in the corner. Little paper airplanes. Ooh, that's a really fun bold stripe. I like that. Your tags, a nice plaid there. Oh my goodness. That is like, that makes you want to like go crazy, doesn't it? With all of the calculus and those things on there, but very fun. Some little school icons, polka dots, and then a few little notes, cards and things there, a plaid, 3x4 cards, and a red composition notebook look, 3x4 cards, and then a stripe. So I think what we saw here, everything on the B side works for, all different kinds of things besides school. And then quite a few of the A side papers as well. So with that, Simple Stories, they're 6x8 paper pads, always have 24 papers. So 2 sheets each of 12 different patterns, but everything is double-sided. So you end up with the first 12 and then again, the second 12. So those are the papers in the 6x8 paper pad. Let's now jump to the bits and pieces. Oops, I forgot to get my trays out ahead of time. Let me just grab those. Oh, I'm going to need lots of trays. Lots of trays because there's lots of things we're looking at. All right, so start out by looking at the bits and pieces with Book Fair. There are 60 pieces there. Love the color palette in this. Just nice, fun, bright, little smart owl. Every day is a fresh start. A couple of little awards there. That's so fun. That little like card catalog. First day, book smart, glasses, your little edition, flashcards, desk. So many fun things here. Oh, look at that. That's so cute. School zone, glue stick, highlighter, music. So lots of fun things. Definitely these guys are geared towards school. So if school is not, if school's really not your thing that you're documenting, you could certainly pull out lots of the fun little office supplies and craft supplies. Oh my goodness, look at that. Your little school lunch in the tray, right? I'm sure those are chicken sticks and not French fries, right? Because those would have to be like chicken sticks for it to be like a well-balanced meal. Anyhow, Oh, so fun. Lots of great things here. And this, this is one of those, you're old if. You're old when you recognize that back in school and they'd roll that in because the substitute teacher was there and, they're going to play a video for you to watch because the regular teacher's not there. All right, anyhow, lots of fun little bits and pieces, icons there. Cute backpack. If you'd like to see more of those up close, you will find that image on the website, laelbymail.com, with those book fair bits and pieces. So you can kind of take a closer look at all of those. All right, let me just, I am actually going to just quickly try to put these back in their little bag because I would need to have like 12 trays for all of the die cuts or more that we're going to look at. More like probably 16 that we're going to look at today. So let me just do that. Get those little guys in there. Get those guys in there. And so we'll definitely use parts of this collection in a list or two. Maybe one school themed and then maybe one not school themed on one of our Saturday listing sessions, just so we can kind of see how you could use it for both things. All right, so those are the bits and pieces. Then we're moving to the floral bits. Floral bits, I love, love, love. Hello, Shelly Lee. You haven't missed much at all. We're just starting to dive into the first collection, which is Book Fair. Oh, look at. Okay, like I said, even though I order online, when I order the collections, I haven't really looked at them, and I just noticed the florals, but there are pencils in the florals. That is such a fun kind of addition. So they're not all that way. They don't all have pencils to them, but a number of them do. Oh, so fun, right? So there are going to be in that Floral Bits pack, 34 pieces. And that will give you kind of a good look at those. But you can see fairly nice scale, right? Fits in the palm of my hand. And some are smaller, some are larger. But varying sizes there. Those are really fun. I love the addition of those pencils. Kind of reminds me, I don't know if you've ever been somewhere and you needed to put your hair up, get it off your face, and you don't have any kind of hair tie or anything or clip. And so you kind of wind your hair in a knot and then put a pencil through it. Yeah, that's kind of what that reminds me of. All right, next up, we have the journal bits. Journal bits. So there are 46 pieces here. The difference between the journal bits and the bits and pieces in the Simple Stories collections is that in most cases with the journal bits, you have room to do a little bit of writing as opposed to just strictly icons like the bits and pieces. And right off the bat, look at that. I love that little pencil. Hall pass. Please allow fill in the blank to go to the locker, the bathroom, the cafeteria, the computer lab. Remember when you used to have hall passes like that? Little composition book. Those look like the little labels that you see on composition books. Lunch break, school, you have these fun little kind of stapled-ish pieces. School days, first day, look at me, teacher, a couple of different labels there. Tabs, oh, lots of fun little bits and things in here. Notes. Oh, it's a cute one, isn't it? Look at the school bus. Way to go. Class schedule, due date, library card. Oh, okay. I don't know. This brings back a little bit of PTSD for me. You guys, right? When you'd be taking your test and you had to take your little pencil. This is probably more PTSD associated with like the ACT test or the SAT test where you had to study because felt like your whole future was on the line, and then you're up early on a Saturday morning using your little pencil to try to answer all those questions in the allotted time. Yeah, stress. Don't have that kind of stress anymore, right? Still stress, but just different kinds of stress. More stress like, oh my goodness, there is a delay in the expected date of one of the products that I need to launch, right? Different stress, right? All right, then we have the big bits. Always have to make sure to enunciate when I say that. The big bits. So these are the large bits and pieces, but they're called big bits. Here you have 18 pieces and much larger scale. than what you see in either the Floral Bits or the Journal Bits or the Bits and Pieces. So, and I'll just pull these out so you can kind of get a feel for the scale. This one is calling my, look at that. That's like a triple Weight Watchers serving of protein in your hand there. But just cute library bookshelf, right? That would be really fun. Ooh, okay. I think one of the lists that we're going to end up doing with this collection is maybe some kind of reading list, and that's how I'll use it. And even like this guy, if you wanted to adapt that for something that was not school related, just take a little scissors and cut off the apple on the top. Smarty. Oh, I love these two, those pencils that we saw on the bottom of one of the papers. A nice little banner. Oh, I used to love these pens, right? Where you could click on the different little thing and it would write in the different color. That's kind of a fun little type of ruler. Ooh, the pull down maps that you had to be really careful because if you pulled them too far, they'd go just like that, and they'd roll right back up. Anyhow, lots of fun pieces in there. 18 pieces, but as you can see, the scale is quite a bit larger on the big bits as opposed to the other die cut packs. All right, so those are all of the a la carte items for Book Fair. Now let's take a quick look at the big bundle. So if you're not familiar with my big bundles, with many of the collections that I bring in, I don't bring in all of the a la carte items in a collection, but I do bring them in the big bundle. So with the big bundle, you click buy one time instead of lots of different times. My team packages that all together. So when they're pulling orders, it's much easier for them to pick just one big bundle as opposed to separate products. So for all those reasons, you get the big bundle at a 15% discount as opposed if you were buying things a la carte. So the things that are in the big bundle that we've already looked at, the Bits and Pieces, the Journal Bits, the Floral Bits, the Big Bits, and the 6x8 paper pad. The collection kit that we'll take a look at also has the 12x12 cardstock. That was the first thing that we looked at. So in addition to those things that we saw a la carte that are also included in the big bundle, you have a package of the glossy enamel dots. So 60 enamel dots. You have 5 colors and 3 different sizes of circles in those enamel dots. You have the decorative brads. So the decorative brads, you get that nice, really nice sturdy look of brads without having to have the little pesky prongs on the back. Those are self-adhesive, so you just peel them off and they're a nice, good, strong, sturdy sticker. Epoxy in the center, metal on the outside, so you have those different sizes. And the bottom half of the sheet, those are chipboard pieces, self-adhesive chipboard stickers for you. You have the foam stickers, always one of my favorites when I'm designing classes with simple stories using the foam stickers. So you have 2 6x12 sheets. A total of 46 stickers. So that's the first 6x12, and then on the other side, the second 6x12 sheet. So those are your dimension, right? That gives you the dimension because you have, I don't know, probably about 1/8 of an inch thick foam stickers. You have the chipboard stickers. So these are also self-adhesive, just a little bit less, a little bit more sturdy because they're chipboard, but they're less thick. They're maybe like half the thickness, if that, maybe even a quarter thickness, I don't know, third thickness of the foam stickers. And then you have the collection kit. So the collection kit always has the 12x12 sticker and then 12x12 papers. So let's take a quick look at those. You saw the sticker a la carte, but also it comes in that collection kit. As we dive in, we have so we're going to see larger scaled versions of what we saw in the 6x8 paper pad. So same design, just larger scale. Little paper airplanes. You can tell right off the bat if you didn't already know, I know, because I can tell her style. But the designer that designed this collection is Kelly Bangs. And this is kind of one of her signature papers that you see in most of her collections, those fun little squares. There is our red composition notebook paper on the back side. You have the rulers with little plus signs on the back. The beautiful bookshelves our calculus on the back side there. Really fun array of colored pencils, and then a pencil on the back. The kind of line art icons. Beautiful horizontal stripe. I love this one. Something about this with that just kind of vertical stripe in the center. Red plaid on the back. You have your cut apart sheets. So you have the tags, front and back, room on the back to write on. You have the journal elements. So different sizes and different shapes, rectangles and squares. Yellow grid on the back. You have your 3x4 cut aparts. Nice plaid on the back. The 2x2, 4x4 cut aparts. So a mixture of your 2x2 squares and your 4x4s with stars on the back side there. And finally, you have your 4x6 cut aparts with our like trapper keeper, right? How many of us remember having the trapper keeper? And then a nice polka dot on the back side. So that wraps up the big bundle. First half of that, we took a look at all the Allocart products, and then we moved into the looking at the big bundle. Big bundle again is 15% off when you buy that, and those were sold out, and I just added more today. My order from Simple Stories, my reorder is coming tomorrow. So just added more to the website today. All right, let me take a quick look and make sure I didn't miss any questions there. I know Amy is here too. Scantron cards. Shelly, that's exactly what those were. So if I missed anything, any questions, do me a favor and pop your question again into the comments. And if you want to put it in all uppercase, that will help me to see it. All right, the size bits fit nicely. Will that size bits fit nicely in a TN? So Nancy, I missed your question. Apologies when you asked that. So which size? Definitely the journal bits, floral bits, and bits and pieces fit. If your question related to the big bits, it depends. Some will and some won't necessarily. So this is one of the TNs. This is one of my TNs, so it's a standard wide. As we look at a couple of those, let's just take a peek here. So that, at an angle, it definitely would, or you could do something like this and have it span the spread and then cut in the middle. We'll see the same thing for that guy, a little bit longer, although this you could, use along an edge, or something like this you could just cut and only use part of it. That would work as well. Your little guy here, okay. Going back to our idea of doing some kind of reading traveler's notebook, this would make the cutest pocket, right? Add adhesive along the sides and bottom, and then tuck your list right there in the pocket. Everything else is good. Everything else is sized fine to work in the traveler's notebook. All right, so really, it's just these two that you could either span between 2 pages or trim a little bit. That's a great question. And that varies from collection to collection with Simple Stories on how large their big bits are. Okay, so that is book fair.